It's peach season, so let's make a peaches and cream pie. Welcome back to the Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show, where we make plant-based cooking easy. I'm Jill, and today we are going to make peaches and cream pie because it is peach season, so you need to make some kind of dessert with peaches, and this is the star of this dessert for sure. So we're going to start with a crust. You're going to need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And we're going to start with our oats. So this is half a cup of rolled oats and 6 deglet dates. And if you're using medjool dates, just use 3. And we're just going to blend these together just to get those date chunks pulverized really small. And we're just going to use our NutriBullet today for that, just a small blender. It just takes a few seconds really to get those chopped up enough to go into there. And if you open it up and it's not completely pulverized, just do it again until it kind of looks like flour. Just gonna pop that into your bowl. And then I've got 1 cup of almond flour, 1/4 cup of arrowroot flour. And if you don't have arrowroot flour, you can use tapioca starch or even cornstarch, but really arrowroot is the best. Or tapioca starch. 2 tablespoons of flax meal. And we're just going to stir this together first before we incorporate our wet ingredients. Okay, so there's not a whole lot of liquid in this. I have a tablespoon of lemon juice and a teaspoon of vanilla. And we're just going to start with that. And then I have a little bit of water here to incorporate just maybe like a tablespoon at a time until it starts sticking together. And I have a pastry cutter just to cut that, to cut it in. It just cuts it in more evenly. Okay, and then I'm going to add a little bit of water. We don't want it to be too wet, so it's really sticky. We just want it to be wet enough so that it will stick together in a ball. Okay, there we go. As you see now, if you pick it up and you squish it together and it stays together like that, that is perfect. Okay, and for this recipe, even though it's called a pie, I like to use a tart pan, the ones that the bottom comes out, because this is it's kind of a crumbly type of crust. So to get it out of a regular pie crust is a little bit tricky. You can still do that if you want. But I like it in this because then when you pop it out and you put it on your little tray or plate, it has that little pretty little edge on it. So that's what we're going to use. And all you're going to do is just press it into the bottom, and of course up onto the edge just a little bit. Just with your hands, and if you did get it to the point where it's a little bit sticky, you can always just put a little bit of water on your hands so that it doesn't really stick to your hands. So you just keep going like that and then press it up onto the edge, probably between a 1/2 inch and a whole inch. Okay, now that our crust is done, we're going to move on to the cream base. Okay, so for the cream layer, we're not going to use any dairy, which is typical for a recipe like this. We are going to use a combination of cashews and soy milk to make the creaminess of that kind of custard layer. And all of our pantry ingredients today are from our partner Essential Organics, who carry over 600 organic products. And if you want to test them out, you can use the code PLANTBASEDEASY at checkout for 10% off your order. All right, so we've got 1/2 cup of cashews, and if you don't have cashews, you could also use almonds. They'll work just as great. 6 deglet dates, and if you're using medjool, only 3. A teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons of arrowroot powder, and 3/4 of a cup of soy milk. And this is an unsweetened soy milk, but you can use whatever plant milk you like. I always just stress that you use an unsweetened type of plant milk because the sweetness is going to come from those dates, which is a whole food sweetener. All right, so now we're just going to mix this up just like normal until those dates are completely pulverized. Okay, there we go. And we don't have to cook this at all because it's going to go in the oven anyway, and it will set up in the oven. So you're just going to pour that into the base of your crust. Okay, and for this next part, you're going to need your peaches. So I have 1.5 peaches here that I've cut up pretty thin. You want to cut them in half and then cut the half into small slices, just so we can kind of make a pretty fan. We'll fan them out into the custard. And then save that other half because you'll need half of that half for the glaze that's going to go on the top. So we're just gonna, you can decorate this any way you want, make any kind of pretty design, but I'm just gonna start from the outside and just layer them kind of over top of each other. And just keep going until you're done, and then, you can make kind of a pretty design into the center. Okay, there we go. It is finished. Now we're going to stick it into the oven, and we're going to stick it in there we're going to check it at 35 minutes just to make sure that the peaches are nice and soft, and that will all be dependent on your peaches and how ripe they are. You might need to keep it in for about 5 more minutes after that if they're not soft enough yet. While we're waiting for that, I'd like to share some background on our show. The Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show is crowd-funded, which means these free weekly recipe videos, along with our entire catalog of free printable recipes on our website, plantbasedcookingshow.com, and our Plant-Based Cooking Made Easy cookbook series, are all made possible in part by the generous patronage of our supporting membership community. So if you love our recipes, I invite you to join us on our mission to make plant-based cooking easy, and follow the link in the description to become a supporting member today. There's no denying the plant-based diet is a nutrient powerhouse, but did you know there are a handful of hard-to-get nutrients even well-crafted diets are often lacking? The latest research suggests that complementing your diet with a few specific vitamins, minerals, and omega-3s will help boost your energy and keep you thriving for the long term. That's why my daily health routine includes Complement Essential. Complement Essential contains the 8 critical nutrients lacking from most plant-based diets in dosages optimized specifically for us. As a special discount for our viewers, just use code PLANTBASEDEASY at checkout to save 15% off of your order. Okay, so while our pie is baking, we're going to make the glaze that we're going to put on the top after it comes out of the oven, just to keep it looking really nice and glossy and delicious. All right, so we're going to use 1/4 of that peach, a teaspoon of arrowroot powder, that's going to be our thickener, and then 1/3 cup of water. And the same thing, we're just going to blend this until the peach is just completely pulverized. Okay, so now we're just going to heat this in our pan a little bit. You need to watch it very carefully and stir it while you're heating it, just until it's just slightly thickened. We really need to just cook that arrowroot powder so it doesn't have a grainy feel to it, but that does require heating it up a little bit. So we're just going to heat it until it thickens a little bit. Okay, so now our pie or tart is out. Our glaze is ready. So now all you have to do, and if you see here how it looks, we're using the glaze just because when you bake this, the peaches kind of dry out a little bit and they just don't look as appealing. So we'll put this glaze on and then it looks much more appealing. So you just, you You need a little pastry brush, or glazing brush, basting brush, that's what it is. And you just baste the peaches. All right, I'm gonna finish basting and then I'll have you come in for a look. All right, there we are finished. If you want to come in closer for a look, and don't throw away the rest of this glaze. This would be perfect on a piece of toast or on your oatmeal or on some pancakes. So just put it in a little container that you can put a lid on and stick it in the fridge and save it for later. All right, so now I'm just gonna grab a fork and a plate and I'll meet you at the table for a taste. Okay guys, let's dig in. Oh, this turned out so pretty. And really that glaze makes this pie. If you don't have that glaze on there, it just doesn't look as appealing. And it also adds a little bit of flavor to it too. All right. Ooh, look at that, so cute. Love it. You gotta love peach season. All right, come on back next week for another great recipe.